welcome to another edition of Arsenal Fans Beat brought to you by Arsenal fans globally. We'll be looking at the post-match review between Arsenal and Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Monolith Stadium, where Arsenal managed to secure a 1-0 victory over Wolves with a goal scored by Ricardo Calafiori. But one of the things that marked that match was the red card issued to Mark Lewis Kelly by Mikel Arteta. Many pundits across the globe looked at it that decision was an incorrect one. Yes, was it a card offense? Yes, it was a card offense, but not a red card offense. Nene, Mikel Arteta again. Always giving Arsenal fans, the Arsenal players, a red card. Honestly. At will, as if he's sharing cookies.
Honestly, like, what have we done to this guy? Why always Arsenal? Is it that he has a personal beef against our club or what? Because I don't get. I'm not against the fact that it's not a card ball, but a red card for that ball. You can't put a finger to it. Like, why does it have to be a red card? Because if you talk about, okay, maybe it's above the ankle, the same Wolves player commit the same foul and he only issued a yellow card. And if you're looking at it, maybe it's the last man on the ball is running. There is no way he can get to a 6-yard box because that is just after their
it was about 90 meters away.
Exactly. And even at that, our player was already in front. I don't know whether it was Gabriel that was in front of the guy already. Yeah. And I am certain that it can't go past Gabriel. So that ball wasn't what the red card. It's a card ball, yes, but a red card, no, it was too harsh.
Yes. Based on what Nene said, we could also look at it this way. What is the PGMOL doing in England? Yes, we recall certain time when Arsenal played against Manchester City and Kovacic had a foul against Odegaard. And when they asked him, a word came out and said that Mikel Arteta didn't want his decision to impact on the game.
I don't understand. Maybe that's why all those fans are saying that it's part of Man City play and PO.
They call him the 12th man.
Honestly, because all these things he has been doing against Arsenal, and we are saying that Arsenal is bottling the league, is doing this, is doing that. But look at all what the rest are doing. How many points have we dropped because of these decisions against Brighton? Against also Man City, that red card. If it wasn't a red card, we should have won that match. And if we won that match, that means that we should have been further in the league.
In the same game, Doku kicked a ball away and the referee ignored it.
The same Mikel Arteta again. Why always us?
The question now is, where do we stand when it comes to officiating in England? Because this is killing the beautiful game of football.
Yes. And they keep on saying that this is the best in tournament, the best league
in the world.
Yes, and Mikel Arteta is one of the best refs. Sorry, he's the best in England. But look at what he has been doing. How can you be the best and you have an agenda against a certain club? It doesn't work like that.
So, but one of the things that hurts me most is we're looking at it this way. It's not only Mikel Arteta. They have a legendary of referees that are doing the same thing. Chris Kavanagh has lengthy rows of this poor decision making against Arsenal. So the question now, Arsenal fans are crying foul every now and then. Don't you think it is high time that the PGMOL began to look at these fouls that these fans are crying, because this is affecting everything. Well, exactly. It's not an Arsenal thing alone.
No.
But generally, when you look across the board, you find out that decision making in the Premier League is really pathetic.
Like, we all have been complaining, the refs are so inconsistent. They are so inconsistent. Today, this is a foul. Tomorrow, it's not a foul. Today, this should be a red card. Tomorrow, they didn't give a red card. Today, this is an handball. Tomorrow, this is an offside. Like, all the time, it keeps happening. What are the rules exactly? What should we be looking for? Today,
anyways,
it's frustrating.
I'd always said one thing. I've muted the suggestion. I said the best thing is, I think it is high time that the FAs in various countries, they come up with exchanging referees. We just ask referees in Spain to come to England, take the ones in England.
And
I would like them to send the one from England to South America. You know, those guys, those fans,
They'll
Those
beat
fans,
them up. We know the South
let
America
us not say
fans.
something negative
Beat
on
them
them.
up.
I'm telling you.
But it's really frustrating. Come on, people pay their money to watch our game, give us support. We want some. If we lose with
Yes,
clear conscience.
you know that
But we can't lose to something like that. It's frustrating. It puts the players off. Like, what if we should have lost that match?
Can you imagine 8 red card that he has issued to Arsenal? It's like he always make up his mind. What, is he not the one that's also officiated the match between Arsenal and Liverpool? Is he the one?
Yeah, I think
he's the one.
Yes,
that officiated the match between Arsenal and Liverpool. A goal was scored. You did not call for a foul. You allowed play to continue when the ball ends.
Exactly, he said it's a foul. And at the end of the day, we start watching these videos. That doesn't even look like a foul.
PGMOL, you guys should be ashamed of yourself.
In fact, that match, they didn't even know the reason why they even blew that ball out. It was after the match they started talking that it was a foul. It looks like a foul. But come on.
Maybe one of the way the panacea to this challenge that we're facing now, the Premier League VAR need to be automated.
Exactly.
But the question of using automated VAR, is it not a human being too
that's
going to
control? And they are the same ones that are going to do the setup as well. So
I'm telling you. So anyways, crazy. Looking at it, how did you think we were able to negotiate that victory? Because looking at the strike of Ricardo Calafiori, it was a sublime strike.
Honestly,
at the point we were on top of our games, and somehow I felt that, look, this game is going to end goalless. But I think, what do you think was the turning point for Arsenal in that game?
I thought it's just like I always said, if our team is totally confident and determined, we are going to win something. Calafiori come in with so much determination. He has been on the bench. He sat and he saw the injustice that was labeled on the team. So everybody was up fighting. Like, you know what? Even though this has happened, but let's just keep the fire burning. Let's fight for it. And they fought well, and that was an amazing strike from Calafiori. That was superb. Like, he scored a very clinical goal. I think so far it's only Bukayo Saka that has a greater finish than that. That was amazing. And he did it against Man City.
Yeah, the way he caresses the ball.
Exactly. And you see the passion after he scored the goal. Like, he run directly. Like, this is my club. I'm going to fight for it. Like, that is what we want. The determination, you fight for the club, and he has been amazing. Although so many fans, we need a striker, but our defenders are actually doing a good job. We need to give them their flowers. I know we actually do need a striker, I know that. But our defenders are trying as well. You look at their goal records. Calafiori already have 2 goals and 1 assist. Timber, the same thing. Gabriel, like all 4 or even 5. Benoit have an assist this season as well. Like, they are scoring, they are keeping the clean sheet, they are getting the job done, which is very good. The only problem we have right now is that attack. They need to, exactly, they need to step up like the way our defense are stepping up. And you see in these big games, our defenders are the ones stepping up.
Stepping up, you have to score goals.
Exactly, against Man City, Calafiori step up again. Against Wolves, he step up again.
The last doing the same thing.
Yes, Gabriel is doing the same thing against Spurs. He do it home and away against Spurs. I think our first leg against Spurs in their stadium, it was the one that scored the only goal. Like, the defenders are giving the energy that the front line aren't giving, and which is bad. Too bad Kai Havertz wasn't feeling too okay after the match. I wish him speed recovery.
That guy, talking about Kai Havertz, that is one player that plays with so much sublime energy. Yes. That's what I was saying. But you don't see it.
Exactly.
You just don't see. I was telling somebody off camera, I said, look, this guy has so much to give to the team tactically. Yes. Off the ball, he's not putting the ball in the net the way he ought to do. But this guy, we've forgotten that with this.
But he has numbers.
He has numbers, of course.
He has numbers.
As compared to players like Modric that you bought for 150 million.
Exactly, and we are saying it's a flaw because 65 million for Kai hasn't been doing the job. But come on,
you didn't buy him as a striker.
Exactly.
But he's notching in the goals and he's putting in the effort, defending for the team.
I think it's only this Newcastle player Bruno that has higher rates in terms of warning. Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's doing very well. Yeah. He's really trying. His numbers are getting there. He's not as clinical as we want him, but we can't just unappreciate him. I think that people are so focused in goal scoring that we are forgetting exactly. We are forgetting other factors as well. Like the way everybody has been on Kai's neck is really frustrating. Like I think that we need to let the guy off the hook a bit. Transfer the energy to the board. They are the one that doesn't want us to get a striker or something. They're not pouring out the money. Transfer the Kai Havertz energy to them and just give Kai Havertz a breathing space. He has his flaws. Sometimes I get frustrated over his misses, but
come to think of it,
he's doing something.
You could even look at it that when somebody is running from the attack to the defense, running over, he will be tired. Now he's not a human being. Even machines, that if you run a generator.
And people also need to understand that Arsenal doesn't play the way that this thing Man City plays. Man City, their defense is a bit cracky. They play the ball from the midfield to the attack. Arsenal, our defense start the play. Our number 6 start the play. The play start right at the back to the front line. That is why Arteta loves using Martinelli, because it doesn't only move forward, it helps defensively, it tracks back. And that's the same way our left back and right back play. That's why we are saying Zini is not good defensively, but that's the same way Calafiori plays. They attack, they have good shooting powers as well. So and the same way exactly into the midfield, supporting these and going to the left too, and wing as well, coming down. Like if the communication is solid, if you observe Martinelli and communication with Calafiori now, if Calafiori is moving forward, he's tracking back a bit. So in case of counter or anything, because of his defensive ability, it can help. Likewise with Timber and Saka at that end. It's the same thing. And now if you see Waneri is also having that ability, doing the same thing, to be able to do some clearance defensively, but it's not as good as Saka, but it's still coming in.
Okay, now the match against Wolves, where did you think Arteta tweaked his technical ability by changing the game? Immediately, Lewis Kelly had that red card.
Knew that we can't play because Wolves have sharp wingers, and we can't play 3 at the back with that. And I told you Calafiori has a good ability as well. Like I made mention, his ability to move forward, and he's also good defensively, unlike Zini. So bringing in Calafiori is high, that was the and everything. Moment. That was the key. And the disappointing part of it all, that when we are looking at that match, when he subbed off, I don't know if it is Martinelli or Waneri. And you see, it was Waneri. Bring in a left back. A defender.
You were like,
what happened to Sterling?
No, you know, me, I've been championing Sterling.
Sterling, that's a disgrace to Sterling. Is it like, I don't know what is wrong when he came back with so much power and said that you guys are yet to see the best of me? All right, we are having a bit confident.
I think he's having an off the pitch challenge.
Yeah, he says that he's losing his confidence somehow. So
because for a player of his caliber playing against Korea of United, that guy couldn't dribble through an academy player. Or like, what? Are you as bad as this?
Honestly. But you were saying Sterling should play. Arteta should give him chance. I told you that Arteta wants to win the game more than how the fans wants to. If Sterling is good enough, he won't use Sterling. That's the same issue with Partey. Partey is good at the midfield. We all know that. But if there is nobody there to play the right back, I'm sorry, the other midfielders will just have to use him there.
Anyways, we just hope that Arteta will continue to tweak the team with the number of injuries that the team had accumulated. Really, and we also think, or rather hope, that the PGMOL, led by Harold Webb, that they will have a rethink in the things they are doing to mar the English Premier League. Because the league is becoming like a sordid tale to everyone out there. Because this idea of brandishing the Premier League as the best league in the world, the officiating is killing the beauty of the game.
Honestly.
So we here at Fansbeat, we are clamoring that the PGMOL should go back into their book of review and review all their decision making. It doesn't have to do with Arsenal alone. It has to do with all the club sides in the English Premier League, because everyone has beaten the bitter pill from their poor officiating. So it's not all about Arsenal. So we here at Fansbeat, once again, PGMOL led by Harrowell, look at yourself in the mirror and check what you're doing, because the world is glaring looking at you guys. And that's how it's been on this edition of Fans Beat. I think, Nene, you have any last word for our fans?
Please, I'm the PGMOL, do something for us. We are tired, we are frustrated, and this whole thing is not good for my club. It's affecting us. The past seasons, I've been saying we bottled the league, but it was decisions like this that cost us the league. So please go back to your rule book, go back to what you are doing, sit on the table and exactly watch the matches that have been played and do something about it. These mistakes can't keep on happening. Like I said, it cost people the league. So do something about it, please.
Yes, that is from Nene. And from me, I want to enjoin every subscriber, every viewer, that don't stop doing what you're doing, because we are building a larger community together. And that's how it's been on this edition of Arsenal Fans. Say, come on, you Gunners!